In 1959, the world met Barbie for the very first time. It was a moment that would forever change the landscape of toys and childhood imagination. Barbie wasn't just another doll on the shelf. She was a revolutionary concept that would inspire generations of young girls to dream big and aim high. Created by Ruth Handler, Barbie was more than just a doll. She was a vision. Ruth, a pioneering businesswoman and co-founder of Mattel, saw an opportunity to create something unique. She wanted to design a doll that would allow girls to envision themselves in roles beyond traditional expectations. Ruth, a mother herself, noticed how her daughter Barbara loved playing with paper dolls. These paper dolls allowed Barbara to imagine herself in various adult roles, from a fashion model to a businesswoman. However, Ruth realized that paper dolls had their limitations. They were fragile and lacked the three-dimensional quality that could make imaginative play more engaging. But these dolls were always babies. They didn't offer the same scope for imagination and aspiration. Ruth saw that the market was saturated with baby dolls that encouraged girls to play the role of a caregiver, but there was nothing that allowed them to dream about their future careers or adventures. Ruth saw a need for something different. She envisioned a doll that could be a blank canvas for a girl's dreams and ambitions. A doll that could be dressed up in various outfits representing different professions and lifestyles. This idea was revolutionary at a time when women's roles were largely confined to the home. Girls needed a doll that allowed them to dream. A doll that could be a doctor, a teacher, or even an astronaut. Ruth wanted to create a toy that would inspire girls to think beyond the traditional roles society had set for them. She believed that through imaginative play, girls could see themselves in any role they desired. A doll that showed them they could be anything they wanted. This was a radical departure from the norm, and it required a doll that was versatile and aspirational. Ruth's vision was to create a doll that could be a fashion model one day and a scientist the next, reflecting the limitless potential of the girls who played with her. Ruth's inspiration came from a German doll called Build Lily. Lily was a fashion-forward doll originally based on a comic strip character. Unlike the baby dolls that dominated the market, Lily was an adult woman with a wardrobe full of stylish outfits. Ruth saw the potential in this concept and decided to adapt it for the American market. Lily was a fashion-forward doll, reflecting the changing times. She was sophisticated, stylish, and represented a modern woman. Ruth took this idea and made it her own, transforming Lily's concept into something that would resonate with American girls. She wanted Barbie to be more than just a fashion doll. She wanted her to be a symbol of empowerment and possibility. Ruth took this idea and made it her own. She worked tirelessly to perfect Barbie's design, ensuring that she was both beautiful and versatile. Ruth collaborated with designers to create a range of outfits and accessories that would allow Barbie to take on any role a girl could imagine. From glamorous evening gowns to professional attire, Barbie's wardrobe was as diverse as the dreams of the girls who played with her. She envisioned a doll that would inspire girls to imagine their futures. A doll that could be a role model, showing them that they could be anything they wanted to be. Ruth's vision was to create a toy that would break down the barriers of traditional gender roles and encourage girls to dream big. Barbie could be a doctor, a teacher, or even an astronaut. The possibilities were endless. Ruth wanted Barbie to be a reflection of the changing times and the evolving roles of women in society. She believed that by giving girls a doll that represented a wide range of careers and lifestyles, she could inspire them to pursue their own dreams and ambitions. The first Barbie doll debuted at the American International Toy Fair in New York City. It was a momentous occasion that marked the beginning of a new era in the toy industry. Barbie was an instant sensation, capturing the hearts and imaginations of girls across the country. She wore a black and white striped swimsuit, a stylish ponytail, and confident makeup. Barbie's look was bold and modern, reflecting the fashion trends of the time. She was a doll that stood out from the rest, with a personality and style all her own. This wasn't a doll meant to be just mothered. Barbie was a doll that encouraged girls to think beyond the role of a caregiver. She was a doll that invited them to explore their interests, pursue their passions, and imagine a future full of possibilities. This was a doll ready to take on the world. Barbie was a symbol of empowerment, showing girls that they could be anything they wanted to be. Whether she was dressed as a businesswoman, an athlete, or an astronaut, Barbie was a reminder that the sky was the limit. And oh boy, did she ever! Over the years, Barbie has become an icon, inspiring millions of girls to dream big and believe in themselves. She has taken on countless roles, from a fashion model to a presidential candidate, proving that there are no limits to what a girl can achieve. Barbie's legacy continues to inspire and empower girls around the world, reminding them that they can be anything they want to be. Barbie was an instant hit. When she was introduced in 1959, she quickly captured the hearts and imaginations of young girls everywhere. Her unique look and style were unlike any other doll on the market at the time. Parents weren't quite sure what to make of this grown-up doll at first. They were used to baby dolls and rag dolls, and Barbie's adult figure and fashionable wardrobe were a stark contrast. Some parents were concerned about the implications of giving their children a doll that looked so mature. But girls? Girls loved her. They saw in Barbie a world of possibilities, a chance to imagine themselves in different roles and adventures. Barbie wasn't just a doll, she was a canvas for their dreams and aspirations. She was glamorous, independent, and represented a world of possibilities. Barbie's extensive wardrobe allowed girls to dress her up for any occasion, from glamorous parties to professional settings. This versatility was a huge part of her appeal. In her first year, over 300,000 Barbie dolls were sold. This phenomenal success was a clear indication that Barbie had struck a chord with the public. She quickly became a must-have toy, and her popularity only grew from there. Barbie's wardrobe was a huge part of her appeal. With a wide range of outfits, she could be anything from a fashion model to a business executive. This allowed girls to project their own dreams and ambitions onto Barbie, making her a powerful tool for imaginative play. She had fashionable clothes, shoes, and accessories. Each new outfit and accessory added to the fun, allowing girls to mix and match to create their own unique looks. Barbie's fashion sense was always on point, reflecting the latest trends and styles. From ball gowns to bathing suits, Barbie had an outfit for every occasion. Whether she was attending a glamorous event or enjoying a day at the beach, Barbie was always dressed appropriately. This versatility made her a beloved companion for countless adventures. Little girls could spend hours dressing her up, creating stories and adventures. Barbie was more than just a toy, she was a gateway to a world of imagination. Through Barbie, girls could explore different roles and scenarios, developing their creativity and storytelling skills. But not everyone was thrilled with Barbie's arrival. Some people were concerned about the messages she was sending to young girls. They worried that Barbie's focus on fashion and appearance might overshadow more important qualities and values. Some criticized her figure, saying it was unrealistic and promoted unhealthy body standards for young girls. They argued that Barbie's proportions were unattainable and could lead to body image issues and unrealistic expectations. Others worried that Barbie's focus on fashion and glamour sent the wrong message. They felt that Barbie's emphasis on appearance might encourage superficial values and detract from more meaningful pursuits. Was she more about looks than brains? This question sparked debates about the role of toys in shaping children's perceptions and aspirations. Critics wondered if Barbie was reinforcing outdated gender stereotypes or if she was empowering girls to dream big. These criticisms would follow Barbie throughout her history, sparking important conversations about gender roles and representation. Despite the controversies, Barbie remained a beloved icon, continually evolving to reflect changing societal values and inspire new generations of girls. Despite the criticisms, Barbie's world continued to expand. She wasn't content with just being a fashion plate. Barbie wanted to do it all, and she did. She became a doctor, a teacher, a veterinarian, and even an astronaut, years before women were actually allowed to go to space. Barbie's career choices showed girls that they could be anything they wanted to be. She wasn't afraid to break down barriers and defy expectations. This message resonated with millions of girls around the world. Barbie was proof that girls could dream big and achieve their goals. Barbie couldn't stay single forever. In 1961, she met the love of her plastic life, Ken. Ken was the perfect accessory for the independent woman. He was handsome, charming, and always happy to support Barbie in all her endeavors. Over the years, Barbie's world continued to grow. She gained a whole cast of friends and family members, each with their own unique personalities and stories. There was Midge, her best friend Skipper, her little sister, and Christy, one of her first African-American friends. Section 5. Criticism and controversy, body image and beyond. You know, as Barbie's popularity grew, so did the criticisms. From the moment she was introduced in 1959, Barbie has been a cultural icon, but not without her share of detractors. Her influence on body image and societal expectations has been a hot topic for decades. Her impossibly perfect figure continued to be a source of debate. With her tiny waist, long legs, and flawless skin, Barbie set a standard that many argued was unattainable and unrealistic. This sparked conversations about the impact such a figure could have on young girls who played with her. Critics argued that Barbie's unrealistic proportions promoted unhealthy body image among young girls. They believed that constant exposure to such an idealized form could lead to body dissatisfaction and a distorted view of what a healthy body looks like. Parents and psychologists alike voiced concerns over the potential long-term effects. Some studies even suggested that playing with Barbie dolls could lead to lower self-esteem and eating disorders. Research indicated that girls who played with Barbie were more likely to express a desire to be thinner compared to those who played with other dolls. This raised alarms about the psychological impact of Barbie on impressionable minds. Feminists also chimed in, arguing that Barbie reinforced traditional gender roles. They pointed out that Barbie's world often revolved around fashion, beauty, and relationships, rather than intelligence, strength, or independence. This, they argued, sent a message that a woman's value was tied to her appearance and her ability to attract a partner. They pointed to her focus on fashion, beauty, and landing a boyfriend as evidence that Barbie was more interested in pleasing men than breaking down societal barriers. This critique extended to the various careers Barbie has had over the years, which, despite being numerous, often still emphasized her looks and femininity. The debate over Barbie and her impact on young minds raged on, making her one of the most controversial toys in history. Whether seen as a harmless toy or a problematic figure, Barbie's legacy continues to spark passionate discussions about gender, beauty standards, and the messages we send to the next generation. Section 6. Diversity arrives in Barbie world, reflecting a changing world. By the 1980s, Mattel, the company behind Barbie, began to respond to the growing criticism. They knew they needed to make a change. Barbie needed to reflect the diversity of the real world. In 1980, the first African-American Barbie was introduced. This was a major step forward in terms of representation. Over the next few decades, Barbie became more inclusive. She was released in a wider range of skin tones, hair textures, and body types. There were Latina Barbies, Asian Barbies, and Barbies with disabilities. Mattel was making a conscious effort to show girls that beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Section 7. Barbie, in the 21st century, from Dreamhouse to Digital Age. Barbie didn't just rest on her laurels in the new millennium. She embraced the digital age, launching websites, video games, and even her own YouTube channel. Barbie was no longer just a doll, she was a multimedia brand. She tackled important social issues like environmentalism, animal rights, and body positivity. She continued to inspire girls to dream big, but now she was doing it with a modern twist. Section 8. Barbie hits the big screen, a blockbuster phenomenon. In 2023, Barbie took Hollywood by storm with her very own live-action movie. Directed by Greta Gerwig, the film was a critical and commercial success, smashing box office records and sparking conversations around the world. The movie wasn't afraid to poke fun at Barbie's controversial past, addressing the criticisms head-on with humor and wit. But it also celebrated what Barbie has always represented: hope, ambition, and the power of imagination. Section 9. Forever Barbie, an enduring legacy. From her humble beginnings as a teenage fashion model, Barbie has become a global icon. She's been to space, run for president, and broken down countless barriers. She's been both praised and criticized, but one thing is for sure: Barbie has left an indelible mark on popular culture. Love her or hate her, there's no denying that Barbie is more than just a doll. She's a reflection of ourselves, our dreams, and our evolving values. And as long as there are imaginations to inspire, Barbie will continue to be a part of our world.